Here's another ad that portrays women being superior to men.
Poor men. Working all day. Your life is so stressful. Women wouldn't know about that. Nivea Stress Protect Deodorant. Fight stress sweating. Fight body odor. From Nivea.
So the woman is sarcastically saying, poor men, your lives are so stressful, and is implying that women face more stress than men do. But even then, they still make the woman look better than the man. She walks in with a smile on her face while he crashes on the couch with pit stains on his shirt. Now get a load of the top comments for this ad. Typical feminist garbage. They'll either downplay, justify, or completely deny the sexism against men in ads like these, then claim that only women are portrayed negatively in the media and sexism can only happen to them. They'll say that over 90% of ads are sexist to women and that a commercial like this is an anomaly. No, it's not. It's business as usual. Here's one who's saying it's not sexist. It's turning the tables. Are you kidding me? This is your typical advertisement. It isn't turning the tables at all. Turning the tables would be the exact opposite of this ad. Almost every ad you see on TV portrays women as being superior, and God forbid one ad slips through the cracks that offends a few women, you can rest assured that that ad would be banned. Finally, an ad showing a woman being more capable than a man. What do you mean, finally? Just look at my entire series. You're going to see a whole plethora of ads where the men are portrayed as clumsy, bumbling morons, whereas the women have everything under control. Then we have this genius claiming it isn't sexist, saying that it had absolutely nothing to do with gender at all, despite the fact that the commercial said flat out, poor men, your lives are so stressful. If the commercial didn't say that, then maybe his argument would hold some water. But they weren't showing someone who just happens to be male and someone who just happens to be female. They made a point to differentiate men and women. They explicitly said that in the commercial. You know what this ad reminds me of?
Men have their way of freshening up. And we have ours.
And of course, the code blue shaming tactic. They're quick to call you a crybaby when you speak out about the double standards against men, but next time they see an ad where a woman is at the beach in a bathing suit, God forbid, they'll cry sexism and objectification faster than you can say feminist hypocrisy, double standard bullshit. And if 20 videos on misandry in the media didn't provide enough examples for you, allow me to continue with number 21.
As a teacher, I like to keep my morning classes lively.
Thanks so much for coming today, everybody.
Give me the purse. Great job, Julie.
That's why I eat Belvita at breakfast. It's made with delicious ingredients and carefully baked to release steady energy that lasts.
Yes! That is what I'm talking about.
So I can keep inspiring my students all morning.
Awesome.
Belvita breakfast biscuits. Steady energy to do what I do all morning long.
Yeah, women kicking men in the balls. As I said in the previous installment, violence against women is taken seriously, but violence against men is just fine. In fact, it gets a round of applause.
Gavin? Oh. Have you been up all night?
I'm looking for hotel deals.
30% discount with breakfast.
It's 20% discount with the spa.
40%!
Why didn't you just go to Hotels Combined?
Hotels combined! Hotels combined. Hotels combined.
Yep, another ad where the man is acting immature and goofy, and the woman is like, what a weirdo, what's this guy's problem? Of course, he's been up all night looking for hotel deals because he didn't know any better. But of course, the smart woman comes along and tells him, you could have just gone to Hotels Combined. Now, I know some feminists are going to come on here, miss the point entirely, put words into my mouth, and comment, oh, well, a commercial that portrays a woman as smart and you fly off the handle. You're obviously a misogynist. No, I don't have a problem with the woman being portrayed as smart. My issue is the double standard of it all. The vast majority of ads are like this one, and should the sexes be swapped, it would be considered sexist. Ah, yes, yet another Clorox disinfecting wipes commercial. How many of these have I talked about so far in this series? I lost count. These ads are known for having men do something stupid or disgusting while the woman comes in and catches him in the act. Will they turn the tables this time and have the woman do something disgusting in front of the man? Let's see.
Of all the things that happen on your tables.
No, of course not. It's the man who comes home out of breath, sweaty and gross, and throws his sweaty shirt on the table. Here's one from Lowe's.
Kids are fed?
Kids are fed, homework is done, baths are taken.
I'm impressed. Looks like you've got everything under control.
We got it all under control here. We're all good, right, guys?
Yeah, we're all good here. Yep.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Of course, when the woman's not there and the man is left in charge, the place is going to be a mess. Here's another ad that portrays men and boys as mindless zombies.
Wow, he's like a deer in headlights. He doesn't really think if he stares long enough, new food will magically appear, does he? Just like magic. Voila.
Of course, they portray the boy just standing there with a dumb look on his face. Let me pause right here. The first time I saw this commercial, I predicted that she was going to say something like, I bet he gets this from his father. And sure enough...
Where does he get that from? Oh, and there you have it. The tree from which the apple fell.
Yep, another ad where only the woman is speaking and the men are silent and portrayed as dumb. These next two commercials are for Cascade.
You got the bargain kind? You need a bunch of those to clean this mess.
Then I'll use a bunch of them.
Then how is that a bargain?
No, that's too many. It's not gonna fit.
Whoa! Cascade Kitchen and Math Counselor. Here's the solution. 1 pack of Cascade Complete cleans tough food better than 6 packs of the bargain brand combined, so you can tackle tough messes the first time.
That is more like it.
How are you with taxes?
So in this one, we have the man doing the wrong thing. He got the bargain brand, but him, being a man, wasn't smart enough to figure out that if you have to use more anyway, then it defeats the whole purpose and isn't a bargain after all. Only his smart wife knew that. Then another person, who is a woman of course, pops in and promotes the better product. And at the end he cracks a bad joke and the women are like, oh brother. Whenever there's a commercial where they're comparing a bargain brand to the better brand, it's the man who uses the bargain brand and a woman who is smart enough to use the better brand that they are advertising in the commercial. And just for good measure, they have the man make an idiot out of himself too. Yeah, because that's really necessary to promote the product.
These don't look clean.
The Johnsons.
Stole them.
First word.
Chicken. Hi, Cascade Kitchen Counselor. Stop stalling and start shining with Cascade Platinum Packs. Over time, Platinum fights cloudy residue 3 times better than the competing gel. It's so powerful, it even helps keep the dishwasher sparkling. Avoid embarrassing moments. At least for your dishes.
Avoid embarrassing moments, at least for your dishes, because apparently you can't avoid embarrassing moments with your husband because he's just an embarrassment. Just like in the previous Cascade commercial, we have another man making an idiot out of himself.
Oh!
What is it?
There are no marshmallows in this box of Lucky Charms.
Huh. Weird.
Seriously?
What?
Of course it was a man who took all the marshmallows. This is yet another typical ad where a man does something wrong, and the woman says, seriously?
Seriously?
I've yet to see an ad where a woman messes something up, and then the man says, seriously? Here's another ad where a little girl outsmarts a grown man.
Light, crispy taste of Lay's potato chips.
The man bumped his head. That's funny. Yeah, men getting hurt is what passes for comedy. I know I'll have some feminists come on here say, oh, it was just a joke, lighten up. Yeah, that's the point. It's just a funny joke, but only when it happens to men. I'd love to hear them say it was just a joke if the sexes were switched.
With diabetes, it's tough to keep life balanced. I don't always have time to eat like I should. And the more I focus on everything else, the less time I have to take care of me. That's why I like Glucerna shakes. They have slowly digestible carbs to help minimize blood sugar spikes. Glucerna products help me keep everything balanced.
I'm good.
Well, almost everything.
So they portray the woman as having a busy day-to-day life, focusing on everybody else and barely having any time for herself. How do they portray the man? Falling down while he's on his way out to play some golf. Wonderful.
You walked into the hotel as a 5. But when she saw the room, you turned into a weird 7. When she saw the rooftop pool, you went to 11. You two should probably get a room. Oh, that's right. You already did. At Planet Earth's #1 accommodation site, Booking.com. Yeah.
Again, if the sexes were switched, feminists would scream, "Objectification! How dare the man give the woman a rating based on her physical appearance?" But when it happens to a man, that's fine. Now, I'm not saying the man here is being, quote, objectified. I hate that word. The way it's used, it's pretty much meaningless. But in terms of how feminists use it, he is being objectified. But of course, you'll never hear feminists say that. To them, no sexism or double standards can ever happen to men.
Son, I'm sorry. Sorry I can't make dinosaur birthday cakes. I'm sorry Sheriff Pete gives you sleepless nights. Sorry I'm no rocket scientist. And that my photos can be quite abstract. Sorry about the goal and the school play that featured 2 wise men and a werewolf. Let's face it, there are loads of things I'm no good at making. That's why, when I find something I can make, I like to make it special.
Thanks, Dad.
So the man is a complete screw-up, and the only thing he's good at is making a sandwich. You know that if you replaced the dad with the mom in this ad, feminists would be outraged. They would flip out. It's sexist when it happens to women, but it's fine when it happens to men.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Snackin' with Sasquatch.
Now this one isn't as bad as the others. At least in this one, the men weren't getting thrown around or kicked or hitting the balls like they were in other Jack Link's ads. But still, we see Sasquatch get angry with the men, while the woman gets a little gentle face rub. In this last ad, we have a goofy-looking man eating an ice cream cone like a slob, getting it all over his face, getting hurt, and smashing into poles. You know, business as usual, but outrageous and misogynistic if the exact same things happen to a woman. Take a look.
Everybody take this, don't make you the star.